Once upon a time, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez was crowning this Brazilian teenager as one of the great prodigies in football. And even Carlo Ancelotti gushed that Rodrygo is the present and future of Real Madrid. But life isn't that straightforward, especially when it comes to football and
Real Madrid!
Welcome to another episode of No Ball IQ. It's your host, Endrick, and let's get going with the video on that, shall we? Fast forward to 2025, and you wonder if Rodrygo even knows what is the new training schedule under Xavi. Instead of consistent starts, he's more often filling spaces on the pitch, said by Rodrygo himself, somewhere around last year. Now, let that sink in. One of Real Madrid's most clutch attackers describing himself like a tactical afterthought, that's not just sad, that's branding malpractice. Meanwhile, Madrid's PR machine is off, chasing the next blockbuster signing. During the Club World Cup in Miami, fans weren't chanting Rodrygo's name. They were chanting Mbappé, Mbappé, loud and proud, while their actual number 11 was collecting splinters on the bench. Let me repeat that. The guy who helped save their UCL campaign twice is now a background character at his own club. And the wildest part? This isn't just about tactics. It's about creating a brand image for a player like Rodrygo. Although Real presents Rodrygo as a world-class whiz kid on paper, in practice he's been treated like an extra, a bench warmer who only starts if someone else is missing. It's like buying a Ferrari and only driving it to the store just because your Camry broke down. Now let's crunch some cold, hard numbers. Rodrygo has still featured frequently this season, about 30 La Liga games and 12 Champions League appearances. But dig deeper and you see the rub. He's mostly forced out wide, while Vinicius and the ever-coveted Mbappé take the middle. Now, some might say those starting numbers for a player, in terms of giving opportunity, aren't bad at all. And I agree on that, but we all low-key know Rodrygo shines at a next level on that left-hand channel, constantly cutting inside and creating chances. But despite all those minutes, his end product has vanished. Only 1 goal and 3 assists since February. This slump, it didn't just ruffle feathers in Madrid. It's got the boardroom sweating in suits. Behind the scenes, Rodrygo's camp has been working the phones. Chelsea's curious, Arsenal's sniffing around, even Liverpool might fancy a cheeky bid. But here's the kicker, and brace for impact. The number floating around isn't 100 million euros anymore. Nope. Word on the street? It's dipping into the 70 to 80 million euro range. That's right, we're talking about a 24-year-old Champions League killer being quietly offered around like a luxury item going out of season. And honestly, can you blame those clubs? They're watching Real Madrid treat Rodrygo like a Plan B cameo, not a headliner. So why on earth would they pay A-list prices for a guy who doesn't even start regularly at his own club? In short, the prodigy, once touted as Madrid's next superstar, is suddenly looking like a bargain basement squad player. Alonso claims benching him versus PSG was just, quote, tactical. But after all this mixed messaging, nobody's buying it. To outsiders, Rodrygo's turning into a rotation piece, not a 90 million euro plus talent. By the book, Rodrygo is still a 90 million euro guy. Transfermarkt pegs him at 90 million euros, the same number Madrid used when they bragged about his talent. But if Real keeps treating him like a background player, don't be surprised if market reality bites. Marca even reported that Rodrygo told Florentino Perez he doesn't want to leave this summer. So the club is sending mixed messages. We back you, but maybe sit next match. Other teams will notice. Imagine hearing Rodrygo praised in press releases one day and then seeing him rotated out the next. For a 24-year-old attacking star, that flip-flop will shave zeros off your price tag. In short, Madrid's narrative isn't just confusing for fans. It can directly hurt Rodrygo's market value. And hey, if Perez is busy courting free agent superstars, he might just end up cashing in on our 90 million euro man at a discount.
All right, squad, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's your take on Rodrygo? Is he staying to fight for minutes, or is Madrid ready to sell him this summer? He's played under 100 minutes at the Club World Cup, and rumors say Madrid are eyeing offers in the 70 to 90 million euro slot zone, with Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and Bayern circling while he's barely on the pitch. Would Madrid be wise to cash in, or is Rodrygo the real steal of the season? Let us know in the comments. Hit that bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos, and peace out.